morning and welcome to the small town of Sedili Besar. Even though if you translate the word Besar into English, it is meant to be big, but actually it is not big, as you can see later in this video. Okay, as you can see, it has this small beach that you can view, but of course not to swim in. As you can see, there are evidence of humans living here, if you know what I mean. But of course, even with the things that humans left behind, the breeze that the ocean brings along is still fresh and without bringing any stench with it. So you may ask and question me, what am I doing in this small town of Sedili Besar if what I can find is just this small beach? Well, I have a good purpose for being here, as I will show you tomorrow in this channel. But in the meantime, I'm going to bring you along to walk along in this fisherman town. Yes, we can call this a fisherman town. That's the small hint that I can tell you before you view the video tomorrow of why am I here actually. In the meantime, my wife is showing me this plant that has a rumor to be able to cure diabetes. Okay, so let's pop out from this small beach area, and about around 10 steps out of this place you can see activities, human activities, commercially or educationally. As you can see on your right, that is the school. It's a government school, which is I think the only school over here. And on your left you can see some playground that is actually well maintained. Again, another view of the school as we walk along this, the only road heading in and heading out of this town. So as you can see, right at the horizon, that was where we were before we drove in just now. And on your left you can find some boiled peanuts and what you call that, grilled corns. Yeah, grilled corn. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit and speed up a bit to head on to this building, which is the public jetty of Sedili Besar. Why is it called public? Because everybody is allowed to just go in over here around this nice jetty, peaceful jetty, to have a view of what the fishermen brings along when they come home from the sea. So here it is, the signboard which welcomes everyone to this jetty awam, or the public jetty of Sedili Besar. And as you can see, there are a lot of Malaysian flags flying around because this is the month of the National Day, or the celebration of independence for the country, or my lovely country of Malaysia. Not even saying mine, some foreigners had also called Malaysia home, even though they hadn't got any permanent resident status, but they are glad to be and stay in this peaceful country of ours, Malaysia. As many fishermen villages jetty around Malaysia, when you zoom in into its waters, there are probably some minnows in it, but you just can't find any fishes that is any bigger than your palm. And now let me show you the boats that the fishermen uses to travel or to go to the sea to get some ocean products or sea products to be brought in back and to be sold here in this town of Sedili Besar. Another peak of the waters below us. So you can see I just leave you guys to view this magnificent and peaceful scenery or portrait or landscape of Sedili Besar before we turn around and head on to the main street again to continue on our journey. I mean the first session of the video of the small town of Sedili Besar. Let's turn around and make our way to the main street so that we can go along to the first place that we are going to head on to get something fresh. Let me show you. Meanwhile, just enjoy the walking video. Okay, if you come here, if you arrive here, do not forget to get your photo taken in front of this Sedili Besar signage, which is colorful. And as you can see, there are a lot of ample parking spaces that you can use, which is free. But of course, try to avoid coming here from Sundays to Thursdays because it's a schooling day where these car parks are usually full and filled with parents fetching and sending their children to school. And that in front of you there is the mosque, and let's enjoy some tiny planet video that I can do with the use of my Insta360 One X2 camera. And here is the first objective of our trip to this town, which is going to get some fresh seafood products. Meanwhile, I'm just going to dip in my camera using this selfie stick, which is invisible, so that I can show you some of these fishes, special kind of fishes that that can walk on land and also swim in the waters, which is called the mud crawlers, or in Bahasa Melayu is ikan tembakul. So speaking about fishes, here we are at this fresh seafood products supplier. As you can see, the fishes are being brought in using this jetty, and here they are, fresh seafood products. We have stingrays, sharks, and like mackerels. And also, do not come here too late because you might miss the chance to buy these fresh crabs and lobsters, you see. But of course, when you are viewing the stingrays, please mind their tails, because they have thorns which will sting you and it will hurt, and sometimes it's fatal. Okay, this is a special thing that you might find freaky, but this is the horseshoe crab, or belangkas as we call it in Malay. So there they are. Okay, personally I do not like them to be eaten. I love to see them swimming and crawling in the seaside. But of course they are beneficial to humans as their blue blood, their bright blue blood is being used in pharmaceutical technology, where it helps in the production of vaccine, even the vaccines for the COVID or the corona that has just attacked the whole world. So of course I will never have enough you know, I will never say I've had enough with the view of a jetty or the seaside. You know, even though the water is still the same, even though some are still murkier than the others, but to walk around a jetty, if there are nobody stopping me, I will, you know, just walk along this jetty, every each jetty that I can find, and just pick I know, pick downwards, yeah, to the sea, to the waters. And sometimes I just hope that I can have a view of any kind of fishes in these beautiful waters. Oh, by the way, just to share, I was a fishing enthusiast before I got married, and I had a thought of just buying a new set of fishing set to start my fishing hobby.